So one team this year, specifically in the Eastern Conference, that has just been all over the place and that has not lived up to expectations has to be the Atlanta Hawks. Man, I was so high on the Hawks coming into the year. I took their season over total. Me and my friends do something called NBA Winter Skins, where we draft teams and we either pick their win or their loss total. And if you take a team's wins, you can't take the team's losses. So basically, like the first couple picks in the draft were like the Pistons losses, the Nuggets wins, the Celtics wins, the Spurs losses. And I took the Hawks in the 4th round because I took their wins. I was like, this is going to be a good team this year. They're going to be right up there in that second tier of Eastern Conference teams after Milwaukee, Boston, and Philly. But I'm recording this after they just beat the Sixers without Joel Embiid to go to 15-21 on the year. DeJounte Murray has been flown around in so many trade conversations. So yeah, what's going on, everybody? How is everybody doing today? We are pretty much just rebuilding a bunch of teams that are going to be making, I think, major moves at the deadline. And Trae Young is having a very good statistical season. I also think he's improved on the defensive side of the ball. Still not a good defender, but maybe not the worst defender in the league anymore. Obviously, DeJounte Murray is having a solid season. He got off to a good start. Could definitely be inconsistent at times, and I do wonder if Atlanta is going to move him. Bogdan Bogdanovic is having a great off-the-bench season for Atlanta. I think he's somebody that we could definitely look to move, get off that $17 million a year. But the guy that I think gives some hope for this future is the emergence of Jalen Johnson. In year 3, this dude has been an absolute beast. Pre-injury and post-injury. He's flying around on both sides of the floor. He's been a good shooter, athletic rim roller, and maybe that perfect stretch four that Atlanta could use in the long term. DeAndre Hunter has been solid this year as well, but kind of the thing with him, he's always injured, or it seems like he is injured at some points in the year. Saddiq Bey, you're going to get very inconsistent shooting out of him. Clint Capella is a fine big man. He's been hurt at times this year, or at least banged up in some sense, and yeah, he's still starting over Nneka Okongwu. You just extended Okongwu. You don't really need both these guys, so I'm probably going to look to move Capella as well. And then what about AJ Griffin, man? I know he's had some personal issues too, so I'm not going to look too much into that. But yeah, he had such a promising rookie season and has taken a massive step back this year. Has not really been in the rotation for Atlanta this year. And Kobe Buffkin, one of my favorite prospects in this class, hasn't really played either. So yeah, Buffkin, at least until the trade deadline, I'm going to send him down to the G League. I am hoping that most of these guys are healthy at the deadline because we are going to make some moves. So guys that could get traded at the deadline: DeJounte Murray, Clint Capella, DeAndre Hunter, Bogdan Bogdanovic, and Saddiq Bey. Yeah, if a team wants Wesley Matthews or Patty Mills, I would have no problem trading them as well. But yeah, we're going to probably make some massive moves at the deadline. Like, we just ended up beating the Pacers by 5. I still believe the Murray-Trae Young backcourt can work, but I don't know. I've seen teams like the Lakers or the Knicks be involved in DeJounte Murray, and I think it makes more sense for the Lakers than the Knicks because Murray's just going to be in a similar situation than he is with Atlanta if he plays with the Knicks. Like, Trae Young and Brunson, kind of ball-dominant point guards, and you're just going to have Murray play off-ball again. All right, so we're here at the trade deadline. We are 21-30. Atlanta does have their first-round pick this year, so hey, if we end up as a top 10 team, or I should say a bottom 10 team, a top 10 drafting team, maybe not the worst thing in the world. So yeah, like Murray just signed that extension pre-season with the Hawks. Now, if he was an expiring contract, I would 1000% move him. But like, we have him in his prime years. I still think it could work out. But like I said, I want to start Nneka Okongwu. Let's move Clint Capella. All right, I want to see if I can move Clint Capella to the OKC Thunder for Ousmane Dieng and a first-round pick. We're going to get Vasily Micic, I know I butchered his first name, and Bruno Fernando in this deal. They want AJ Griffin for Trae, man. You got to get out of here. That is... Why won't you accept this trade? This is a very good offer for you guys. Like, if I throw in a second rounder, does it get it to go through? I mean, we're going to swap this Kings first for this Nuggets first. You know what? That's fine. It's lottery protected this year. I don't need to add 3 rookies in this class. So we will do this trade with you guys. We're basically swapping that Kings pick for that Nuggets pick. But we get the swap, or the lesser of the two, between the Clippers and them this year. So that pick could be number 30. We get Ousmane Dieng. We're going to take a flyer on him. I don't think somebody like Clint Capella would have as much value as you may think on the open market as well, since he's like a one-dimensional center. He's getting up there in age, making a lot of money, as the Thunder are looking for some more big man depth as they think they could win a championship. For some reason, Evan Fournier is 2-star trade value. He did get traded to Brooklyn. I wonder if they would give me a first-rounder in 27 and Evan Fournier for Bogdan Bogdanovic. They want a first. No, I'm not doing that. What about if it's this Wizards pick in 2028? It's 1-star value. No, man. Why is Evan Fournier 2 stars? That doesn't make any sense. All right, let's see if they would do Bogdan Bogdanovic for Joe Harris, who's now a member of the Utah Jazz, and I'd get a mini first-round pick in the future. They don't want to do that. I don't know, man. I feel like Bogey's getting disrespected here. If we include that first-round pick, no. They want a second in this deal, and a future first. Like, get out of here. All right, so Saddiq Bey being a restricted free agent at the end of the year, we are going to trade him to the LA Lakers in exchange for Jalen Hood-Schifino, who was the 17th overall pick in this past draft. Has not looked good so far for the Lakers. He can compete with Kobe Buffkin for some backup guard minutes, but we could maybe leverage Hood-Schifino in a trade later on. So let's do this trade with the Lakers. All right, so for the life of me, I can't find a Bogdan Bogdanovic trade. So we're probably going to look to move him on draft night. Let's call up Kobe Buffkin and play him for the rest of the season. So it's going to be a 4-man bench of Bogdanovic, Griffin, Buffkin, and Ousmane Dieng, who may play some backup center. And then it's going to be Trae Young, DeJounte Murray, Hunter, Johnson, and Okongwu in the starting 5. We have Quinn Snyder still as our head coach. 4 stars, 7 seconds or less. That is going to be it for this year. I'll see you guys at the end of the year, and I'm perfectly fine with not making the playoffs. All right, well, there we go. We got Jalen Johnson to win Most Improved Player this year. I think if Tyrese Maxey wasn't having the season he's currently having for the 76ers, he'd be right up there. I think he will finish with some top 3 votes for sure. We got Trae Young on All-NBA first team. He finished with 29 and 11, and he's maybe approaching MVP territory without efficiency. Wow, I know we finished, I believe, below 500, so that's why he didn't win MVP, but these are MVP caliber numbers. And also, throughout the rest of the regular season, I did send Jalen Hood-Schifino to the G League. So yeah, we're probably going to trade Patty Mills and Misic this offseason. We're trying to force go to school again. Yes, Florida State. I mean, we're going to move Bogdan Bogdanovic in the offseason. Are we in the play-in tournament? We are. We finished as the 9th seed in the Eastern Conference with a 38-44 record. Gross. So yeah, we're going to be taking on Chicago in round 1. I mean, that is a team we should beat in the first leg of the play-in tournament. We had 6 guys finish in double figures. There's AJ Griffin. Kobe Buffkin did struggle, 29% from 3, 38 from the field. Ousmane Dieng did struggle at times as well, but he is still very young, just 20 years old. OKC with Clint Capella, we're the 3 seed in the Western Conference. He's coming off the bench. I don't know if they would maybe throw Jalen Williams maybe to the 2, and then they throw Giddey to the bench and then have Capella and Chet Holmgren in the front court, and then you have the Lakers there as the 9th seed with Saddiq Bey. So let's see what happens here against Chicago. Are we able to defeat them and stay alive? And I think it was going to be Orlando that we'd be getting in the second leg of the play-in after we have a good first half. Not a great third quarter, not a great fourth quarter as we blew it 92-92. I don't even know if I'm trying to win for this team. Like, I'm fine with a lottery draft pick, but let's see if we can win this game. You guys have been requesting me hop in more meaningful games, and you know what? Even if I choke this game like I kind of do in 2K, I'm okay with that because we could probably use a better draft pick. Also, shout out if you're a DeJounte Murray fan because I did get him in the Memphis Grizzlies rebuild as well, so if we keep him here today, we may get him in back-to-back rebuilds, which I'm cool with because I haven't really used them a lot in 2K24. Zach LaVine pulls up. He's going to make that. Wow, even if he missed that, Drummond was right there. He knocks down a huge 3. All right, Jalen Johnson, Trae Young pick and roll. We do have Andre Drummond guarding Trae Young. Is he going to knock back the step back jumper? No, that is no good. Damn, we did definitely have a mismatch shot. I don't know why Jalen Johnson is playing center right now. Murray, get the steal. No, you got to steal that. Drummond, okay. Bogey's guarding him. You can let him take that 3. Jalen Johnson playing solid defense on DeRozan. He's right there. DeRozan, that was a sick move. All right, can we get Bogdan Bogdanovic open for 3? I kicked it to Murray instead, who's going to go right inside. He's going to get an and 1. Huge bucket there from DeJounte Murray, who can make it a 2-point game if he knocks this down. And DeJounte Murray is going to knock down the free throw. DeMar DeRozan at the foul line. He does the same move, but that one's going to miss. Huge rebound there by Jalen Johnson. He picks up his 10, so that's a double-double for him. Murray is going to drive into the paint. I thought I was going to kick it back out. Go up, Murray. Please hit that. Oh, that is not going to go in. That was a bad shot. No, Jalen Johnson, what are you doing? And DeRozan hits that. It's a 4-point game. All right, Trae Young was supposed to come off a screen there. Terrible job by Jalen Johnson. Young does knock down the layup there. Still a 2-point game. Kobe White, Trae Young, what are we doing? We got so lucky he missed that. Kick that up to Trae. Are we going to get a 3-ball here? Come on. We could. Trae inside, kick that back out to DeJounte Murray for 3. That looks terrible. He misses that. Great rebound there by Okongwu. All right, so Murray is going to get the screen here from Jalen Johnson. He's going to go to the rim. No, I didn't mean that. No. Oh my God, I meant to oh my God, this sucks. I didn't mean that. Oh my God, Okongwu. Oh my God, I'm so stupid. So I still had the directional passing up, and I pressed X to take the layup, and I passed it to my small forward. Murray had a lane right there. All right, so our only hope is if DeRozan goes 1 for 2 from the line. He knocks down the first one, and he's going to knock down the second one. That is brutal. Damn, that definitely hurts to lose. I guess that's on me, but hey, maybe that's my subpar 2K play benefiting us that we're going to get a better draft pick now. So you have the Pacers advancing and the Magic advancing. Let's see who wins the 2024 NBA Finals. Knicks and Magic in this the Eastern Conference quarterfinals. That's cool. And then you have the Sixers and Suns in the finals. That's a fun matchup. So yeah, we're going to get like the 28th pick in the draft from the Thunder there. Sixers win it all, and Joel Embiid is your finals MVP. Shout out to Embiid getting his first ring. So we did have Wesley Matthews retire as a Hawk, and it is draft lottery time. Obviously, it's not the greatest draft in the world, but we may have the 12th overall pick in the draft. Who knows? Maybe we get insanely lucky here. So Pelicans are picking at 14 and at 13. The Lakers in advance with Sadiq Bey, and we end up with pick 12. So the Hornets got the number 1 pick. Shout out to the Bulls getting number 2, and the Wizards getting number 3. I feel like the Bulls may have just moved up from like number 10, which is like insane. Good for them, man. We're going to keep Quinn Snyder as our head coach probably for the whole video. I like him a lot. All right, so here we are. It's the 2024 NBA draft, and we're going to make this trade with the OKC Thunder. We're going to be giving them Bogdan Bogdanovic, and we are going to be getting the Heat's lottery protected first next year and the Sixers top 5 protected first next year. So these picks probably aren't going to be great. We already have a working relationship with OKC in this video, and we're going to make another deal with them right now because they got the draft capital that I want. We do have 2 first-round picks in this draft. We have 2 next year, and then we're trying to recoup some of them that we gave up in that DeJounte Murray deal. So let's make both these selections. I'm probably not taking any guards since we already have Trey and Murray, and then we also have like AJ Griffin who could be a backup too. We have Jalen Hood-Schifino and Kobe Buffkin. Shout out to Jacoby Walter going number 1 overall. Ron Holland number 2. 3 is Alexander Sarr. So we are going to take Donovan Clingan, the 7'2" center out of UConn here with the 12th overall selection. Won a national title with UConn in that 2022-23 season. And now he's going to be the backup to Onyeka Okongwu next year, something we desperately needed. And then at pick 26, we're going to take Bobby Klintman from the NBL. He was supposed to go in the 2023 draft from Wake Forest, opted to not go into the draft, and now he's playing overseas in the National Basketball League. And maybe he could be a stretch forward, just like maybe a defensive-minded power forward for us. So we just got some size in the draft, something we definitely needed. Where Clingan is 7'2", Klintman is 6'10". We're going to pick up the team options on Griffin and Jang. We are not going to pick it up on Garrison Matthews. He went to Lipscomb College. I got to remember that. That is some deep NBA trivia knowledge right there. I actually like Seth Lundy. I'm a little bit from Penn State, so I'm going to give him the qualifying offer. And we're actually going to be able to move Misic to the Jazz for a 2028 first-round pick. It's not great value because it's a swap between Cleveland and Utah, but I will definitely take that for somebody that was not going to be in our rotation. So going into the season next year, we're kind of fine at the guards. I'm probably going to make AJ Griffin a shooting guard. Hunter will be the starting small forward again. Johnson starting power forward. Any one of Jang or Klintman's getting minutes. I don't think Mohammed might get minutes, but I know people are higher on him out of Washington State. This could be another like okay year. I don't think I'm going to use my mid-level exception this offseason either. So yeah, I'm pretty much just going to re-announce the rights on everybody. We still have a $17 million trade exception from the Bogdan Bogdanovic trade. That's going to be pretty valuable. LeBron does return to the Lakers. Harden returns to the Clippers. Jalen Duren goes to the Jazz. Detroit, what are you doing? 2K, what are you doing? So we get Seth Lundy back on the qualifying offer. We see a little bit of regression from Trae Young. We see some progression from Onyeka Okongwu, who I'm very excited to see as like the full-time starting center this year. All right, so let's construct this year 2 rotation. It's going to be this starting 5 once again. We'll see how far it can take us. I think Trae Young, Jalen Johnson are definitely building blocks. I feel like if Johnson's a building block, I feel like Murray can be one. We'll see about Hunter and Okongwu going forward, but I'm excited nonetheless. All right, I think we're going to start off with Bobby Klintman in the G League. I'm going to give 36 minutes to Trae Young, 34 to Murray. Let's do 29 to Hunter, and then let's do 33 to Jalen Johnson, 28 to Okongwu. Then the bench is going to be AJ Griffin, Ousmane Dieng, Donovan Clingan, and Kobe Buffkin, as well as Jalen Hood-Schifino getting some minutes. System proficiency is 4 stars still. Like I said, Klintman will be in the G League. First game of the season's at home against the New Orleans Pelicans. Can we start off the season on a dub? Yes, we can, in a very high scoring game in overtime, 152-144. Shout out to Trae Young for a 31-20 performance. Clingan in his debut in the NBA, 10-5. Jalen Hood-Schifino, not terrible. Kobe Buffkin, kind of terrible. Road game here against the Timberwolves, a brutal start to the season. Pelicans and Timberwolves, that's 2 tough teams, man. We ended up losing by 15. Then we got to play 3 straight games against solid Western Conference teams on the road. We split this back to back here. Hey, Kobe Buffkin looked a lot better in this game. Jalen Johnson, kind of a rebounding beast for us. Road game here against the 4-0 Nuggets. I mean, that's tough. Oh my God. Our defense is not very good. It should be a lot better. But yeah, this isn't fun. All right, so we're on a 5-game winning streak right now, which is huge because at that point we were 11-14. We do have a minor injury to DeJounte Murray, but Trae Young has been an absolute beast this year. I mean, Murray's been good as well. Jalen Johnson, man, this guy is getting better and better each year. DeAndre Hunter is still a solid 3-point shooter. Obviously, he's under contract going forward. Okongwu is averaging 11 and 8. It's funny that Jalen Johnson is averaging more rebounds than Okongwu. AJ Griffin is getting his efficiency back up. We love to see that. Kobe Buffkin, much better in year 2 as he's more comfortable in that backup point guard role. Usman Jang is killing me, though. We'll have DeAndre Hunter mentor him going forward. Can we continue this winning streak? No, we end up losing by 21 to Philadelphia. That's brutal. Maxey had 25. All right, so this is maybe not where we want to be at the trade deadline. We're pretty much a 500 team. We are 26 and 25. We're sitting as the 7th seed in the Eastern Conference. I do wonder like what that next move would be. Bam Adebayo is on the trade block. I doubt they would want to trade him in division, though. OG Anunoby's on the trade block. He would definitely help out our defense. CJ McCollum's on the block. Doesn't really help us. Bradley Beal, same thing as CJ. Karl-Anthony Towns is on the trade block. I don't really know a Towns, Murray, Trae Young big three. Jaden McDaniels being on the trade block, though, is very interesting. Now, that may be somebody I try to make a trade for. And Jaylen Brown is on the trade block. Oh my god, the Celtics are horrible. Okay, Desmond Bane's on the trade block. Marcus Smart. All right, maybe we could be a big mover here at the deadline. Oh man, this trade is interesting. I mean, it really depletes our center spot, but we'd have a Trae Young, DeJounte Murray, Jaylen Brown, 1, 2, 3, and then Jalen Johnson at the 4 is filthy. Jaden McDaniels is making a lot of money, $22 million a year, and he's been so bad. I don't want to give up Jalen Johnson for him. I don't want to give up Okongwu. It would be DeAndre Hunter. And they'd want me to give up that Philly first rounder. I mean, that definitely improves our defense because McDaniels is better. But man, he's been so inefficient. And unfortunately, I don't have any other matching salary to get there. That's where maybe Clint Capella could have came in handy or Bogdan Bogdanovic. So let's say we did 2 second-round picks and DeAndre Hunter for Jaden McDaniels. We're buying low. We'll probably tell him to stop taking 3-pointers. And him and Jalen Johnson are very switchable as our forward combo or duo. They would want this first-round pick. And you'd give me Naz Reid's expiring? That's how bad the McDaniels contract is? Oh, man. I'd have to throw in 2 first-round picks. Do I have to throw in 2? But, I mean, oh, man. Then I go around and then try to do the Jaylen Brown trade. Well, I guess trading Hunter would kind of hurt that. I would like to not give up both first-round picks right there, but I would love Naz Reid. They really want that first, and I'll get AJ Green in this deal. So I'm basically trading 2 firsts, 2 seconds on Hunter for McDaniels and Reid. All right, let's do it. Why not? All right, so we're going to go to a 10-man bench. Jalen Hood-Schifino will not be getting minutes. We're going to have Klingon and Naz Reid off the bench, but this is a good bench. Definitely some versatility there. Usman Jang has been playing a little bit better also. So yeah, McDaniels will be the starting 3. It improves our defense, and I feel like McDaniels and Jalen Johnson playing off each other could work out really well. And I think if it doesn't work out, we still have maybe that Jaylen Brown trade in our back pocket in the offseason, because if I were to move, maybe it's McDaniels and Okongwu, maybe it's Okongwu and somebody else for Jaylen Brown and maybe a bunch of picks, I would have at least a whole offseason to figure out the whole center situation, because maybe it's Donovan Klingon and Onyeka Okongwu, and then we extend Naz Reid to be the starter, and I can figure out, well, that sucks. Naz Reid is out for the year in a walk year too. That just sucks so much. All right, so yeah, Donovan Klingon, you're going to be getting more minutes. Usman Jang, you're going to be getting more minutes as well. I mean, Jalen Hood-Schifino has really struggled, so I don't really think I'm going to throw him back into that rotation. So I'll show you guys how we do at the end of the year. We were playing so well after the deadline, so that just sucks to see. So Nikola Jokic just averaged 29.5 points, 13.5 rebounds, and 8.9 assists and 1 MVP. I think that's deserving. Alexander Sarr, who went 3rd overall, perfect fit in Washington as your rookie of the year. Duren gets 6th man of the year behind Kessler. Wemby, Depoy. Most improved goes to Kuminga. Let's go. That's actually a deserving Most Improved Player award. So does Trae Young get an All-NBA team appearance? Yes, he does. He is on All-NBA second team. Another incredible year. Look at that efficiency from Trae. 54% from the field, 42 from 3, and 88 from the line. That's kind of mind-blowing. So we finished the season as the 3 seed. So going out and getting Jaden McDaniels was maybe the move for us. 46 and 36 record. McDaniels played better for us, but nothing too crazy. It does suck that we did lose Naz Reid for the season. I mean, coming in the terms of points per game in the East, we are 4th. Defense, though, not great at all. We were the 5th worst defensive team in the East. We already saw Trae Young's incredible season. DeJounte Murray, a solid number 2. There's Jalen Johnson, whose efficiency dropped a little bit this year, but still a really good counting numbers year. Sucks Naz Reid got hurt. Who is out for 6 to 8 more weeks. So yeah, if we're in the finals, maybe he'd come back. Doubt that happens, though. Usman Jang definitely played better throughout the year, too. So we're taking on Toronto, who's got a starting 5 of Schroeder, Barrett, Barnes, Siakam, Poeltl. For some reason, they don't like to re-sign Emmanuel quickly in this game. Doesn't really make a lot of sense. So game number 1, they ended up beating us by 18 points. You really don't love to see that at all. Game number 2 is going to go to Toronto as well. We lost by 24 points. Jaden McDaniels with a solid 6 points and 3 rebounds in the first 2 games. Game number 3, we end up winning by 9. Trae Young had 45. All right, let's tie it up 2-2, please. There we go. Boom. We end up winning game 4 by 20 points. Trae Young with 24 and 13. 21 for Jalen Johnson. McDaniels had 11 points here. 11 boards for Okongwu. Can we win game 5? This would be a massive win. And boom, we're up 3-2. We end up winning by 19 points. Trae Young had 12 assists. DeJounte Murray led the way with 25, same with Jalen Johnson. And are we going to win in 6? Yes, we do. We end up winning in 6. So they go up 2-0, then we win 4 unanswered. And now we're taking on Philadelphia, a rematch of the 2021 quarterfinals, in which the Hawks basically ended the Ben Simmons era in Philly, maybe his career. Game 1 is going to go to Philly. They end up winning by 12 points. Maxey had 42, Trae Young 32 and 14. Game number 2 goes to Philly. They end up winning by 18 in this one. I mean, yeah, we don't really have that Embiid stopper. We're going to have to beat him with our guards and quickness, but that's not going to happen. We ended up losing by 4 at home here in game 3 to go down 3-0. And are they going to pull off the sweep? No, we are going to go down with some pride and dignity. We ended up beating them by 26. Come on, let's do it again. Nah, we end up getting gentlemen swept. We lost by 4. Damn, a couple of our losses were pretty close. I mean, Jalen Johnson played very well in the playoffs. He's going to get paid a lot of money by me in the offseason. You have Philadelphia versus Milwaukee, OKC versus Denver, and OKC is going up against Philly in the finals, and OKC sweeps them. Shea drops 47 and 10, is your finals MVP. So yeah, a couple Hawks getting rings here. Bogdan Bogdanovic gets a ring, and Clint Capella's getting a ring, and they signed Sadiq Bey. No way. 3 Hawks at the start of this video got a ring with OKC. There goes LeBron. He retired as a Laker. Kyle Lowry retires as a Maverick. The Lopez brothers retire together. That's pretty cool. All right, so we're not going to get that Heat lottery protected first round pick since it's there in the top 14, but that pick could have some value in a Jaylen Brown trade. So the Heat ended up with the number 2 overall pick. We get that first rounder next year. We own Philadelphia's pick at 27. The Spurs own our pick at 23 from the DeJounte Murray trade. All right, does Boston still want to move Jaylen Brown? It may get tough to get the money there. I guess Okongwu's going to have to be in the deal, which is kind of a shame. Actually, I lied. He doesn't have to be. So it would be McDaniels, Clinton, AJ, and Muhammad. And then we'd throw in that Heat first rounder and this Cavs first rounder. How low is Jaylen Brown's value because of that contract? Can we pull off this trade? No. It's going to have to include Onyeka Okongwu, which honestly, I should be willing to part ways with just because we can have Klingon and we can re-sign Naz Reid next year. So let's see. Can I keep one of those first round picks? I feel like they'll do this. Boom. There we go. So they really wanted Onyeka Okongwu. We just picked up Jaylen Brown. Yeah, I think that's going to be a very good starting 5 of Trae Young, DeJounte Murray, Jaylen Brown, Jalen Johnson, and then Naz Reid. And we kept our first round pick as well. We are going to be taking Jared McCain, the shooting guard out of Duke. He may actually declare in this year's draft because he's had a good shooting year for the Blue Devils. So Cooper Flay goes number 1 overall to the Rockets. Dylan Harper, number 2 to the Heat. Let's sign Jared McCain there. Team player options. Naz Reid actually opts in off the injury. All right, I'll take that. Jalen Johnson, we are going to extend that qualifying offer to. We're actually going to call up Boston and get Goga Bitadze in exchange for Jalen Hood-Schifino and AJ Green. So we're making another deal with them. We're just kind of beefing up that center trio of Reid, Bitadze, and Klingon just in case an injury happens. So yeah, let's pay Jalen Johnson a decent amount of money. 4 years, $84 million. Also, I'm going to sign 80 overall, 30-year-old Dante Exum to a 3-year, $30 million deal with my mid-level exception. I'll take that. He could be a 3-and-D guy for us off the bench, especially if some injuries happen as well. All right, so taking a look here at player progression, Jaylen Brown does regress a little bit. DeJounte Murray, who would probably be the scapegoat next year if we don't do well in the playoffs. That is going to be our starting 5, basically. I really like our bench. All right, so McCain will probably go to the G League, but Dante is really just in there in case an injury does happen. It's going to be a Young, Murray, Brown, Johnson, Klingon starting 5, but Klingon is going to split those center minutes with Naz Reid. We'll have AJ Griffin, Dante Exum, Ousmane Dieng, and Kobe Buffkin off the bench. We are a 4-start, 7 seconds team again. First game of the year at home against the Washington Wizards, and we blow them out. Let's go. Can we start off the year 2-0? No, we ended up losing by 1 point to the Chicago Bulls. All right, can we start off the season 2-1? Can we beat the New York Knicks? Yes, we do. We dropped 138 on them. And then road game here against the Rockets, we ended up winning by 13. You'll love to see that. All right, so we've dealt with a bunch of like minor injuries this year, but we are 24-12 through our first 36 games. I mean, this can be a championship squad for sure. We're the 2 seed in the Eastern Conference. We have Trae Young leading the scoring. Then we got Jaylen Brown, DeJounte Murray, Jalen Johnson, Naz Reid, and AJ Griffin. We're efficient. We got depth. We got defense. We have outside scoring. I feel like this could be the year we at least make a deep run in the East. So Luka Doncic gets MVP this year. Cooper Flagg is your Rookie of the Year. Jalen Duren, 6th Man of the Year in back-to-back years. Shout out to Wemby, Depoy. Proctor, Most Improved. We drafted a Duke Blue Devil. Played with Proctor. And then Giannis, Clutch Player of the Year. Dagno, Coach of the Year. We did not get Trae Young on All-NBA first team, but we did get him on All-NBA second team with Wemby, Tatum, LaMelo, and Halliburton. Double Cavs on the third team. Did we get an All-Defensive Caliber player? We did not. And we finished the season as the 2 seed. We avoid Giannis in round 1, but we're going up against the Charlotte Hornets, who do have LaMelo Ball. They do have the number 1 overall pick in the 24th draft in Jacoby Walter. Oh, and they got James Harden off the bench for them. All right. So here were the end of the season stats for us. Obviously, like maybe Jaylen Brown wasn't going to be a 25 point per game scorer, just with other scores that we have on this team. And we are also up to 4.5 stars, 7 seconds or less. You love to see that. Man, you love to see a lot of things from this Hawks team this season. So for the playoffs, Kobe Buffkin, I'd like to play, but he's not going to play a whole ton. Ousmane Dieng is going to get like 10 minutes tonight. I think Griffin, I'm trying to figure out how I want to allocate this rotation. Because Dante Exum can really knock down like threes at an efficient rate, like once or twice a night. So we'll probably go like 23 to Klingon, 28 Reed. We'll do 20 to Exum and Griffin. We'll do 10 to Zhang, 10, or 8 to Buffkin. 37 to Trey, 34 to Murray and Brown. But that only leaves 26 minutes for Jalen Johnson, and that's criminal. So you know what? I don't think I'm going to play Buffkin. We're going to give those 8 minutes to Jalen Johnson. I believe in him that much that he should play the same amount of minutes as Murray and Brown. Klingon is better for the 7 seconds or less system. So you know what? I don't mind Naz Reid scoring off the bench. So we'll just do something like that. All right, division matchup here. We lost game 1 by 13 points. Trae Young had 39 in the L. That is not great. Game number 2 goes to Charlotte. We are down 2-0. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Jaylen Brown had 35 in this one. Don't go down 3-0, please. Okay, we stay alive. We blow them out. Great defensive fourth quarter. What is going on, though? Why are we down 3-1 to a 7th seed? Come on. I don't really know what's going on here. Like, who's struggling for us in the playoffs right now? Naz Reid struggling. Jalen Johnson struggling. Great. So you know what I may do? I think we're going to probably just play Klingon a little bit more. All right, here goes nothing. Game number 5. Can we stay alive? Yes, we can. We end up winning this game by 21 points. All right, huge game 6. Can we force a game 7? Can we come back down 3-1? We got to win this game on the road and then still win a game 7. But this is definitely the tougher game because game 7's a crapshoot. Anybody can win that one as we've had a lead most of the game. Do not blow it towards the end here. And we are going to force a game 7. We end up winning by 16 points. Trae Young is having himself a hell of a round 1. Winner is going to take on the Knicks here in game 7. We are at home for this. Are the Hornets going to blow a 3-1 lead? It's looking like it's going to happen. Like, we have all the momentum right now, and we are up by 15. As long as we don't choke this fourth quarter, which is getting close. Okay, we're up by 13, up by 15. We are going to win. Hornets blow a 3-1 lead. Oh, man, you guys really made me nervous there. So now we're going to take on the Knicks, who have Brunson and Grimes in the backcourt, Anunoby and Randall as the forwards, and they have John Collins at the 5, which I kind of like. At least in real life, Collins does play a little bit better offensively at the 5 than the 4. We lost by 3 in game 1. Game number 2 goes to Atlanta. All right, last series we did go down 2-0. Shout out to Jaylen Brown with a 40-piece there in game 2. Boom, we win game 3. Trae Young with 36, 7, and 9. There we go, Nas. Game number 4 goes to the Knicks. They win this one at home by 6 points. They had made this a series. Game number 5, we go up 3-2. We win by 3 in overtime. Are we going to beat them in 6? Or are we going to a game 7? We do beat them in 6 by 23 points. But now we're going to take on Cleveland, who is very good in the sim. They still have the elite backcourt and front court in 2K standards. All right, here goes nothing. Game number 1 goes to Cleveland by 11 points. If we don't split the first 2, we're cooked. We're cooked. Okay, there we go. We needed to split the first 2, and boom, we do it with authority. We drop 152 on them because of Trae Young and Jalen Johnson. All right, huge game 3. We lost this one by 14. All right, can we please tie it up? Do not go down 3-1. Yes, we tie it up. Wow, both our wins. We have dropped 150. All right, huge game 5. This would be massive if we can upset them on the road. They would definitely be favorites in this game. They're the 1 seed at home. Game 5. Oh, it's so close. We had such a good first quarter, but we're blowing it. Oh, man. Don't collapse. We're up by 9 with a minute left. And we don't blow it. We end up winning by 10. That is so huge. Jaylen Brown has been a beast in the playoffs. Probably has the most playoff success out of anybody on this team, or at least experience. Can we win in 6 and go to the NBA Finals? Oh, this one might be a close one as well. A very high scoring game we have. We are tied with 4.5 to go. Down by 2. Tied. Oh my god, 45 seconds left. I'm just gonna hop right in and choke it. I feel like if the simcast just played out, we were gonna win. So I feel like this is kind of silly of me to hop in, but you know what? Let's see what we can do here. So why is Trae Young not in? I don't know. Clingan with the screen. Murray. I don't really like this. He's guarded by Jared Allen. Clingan in the post. Darius Garland. This should be the easiest dunk of all time. Okay, thank you. That was actually insane. So we're up by 2. We are gonna get the final shot. Exum. They're gonna call timeout. Oh, I thought it was going to get a steal on Mitchell. Oh, my God. All right, just no threes. No threes. Oh, Mitchell takes the 3. Oh, my God, it's in and out. Get rid of it. Oh, man. All right, Donovan Clingan, who's got 18 and 14. Can you at least hit 1 free throw? Wires, feet. Oh, my God, looking like that. They're, like, pointed together. This man does not have good form, but he's going to hit 2 clutch free throws. 20 and 14 for the sophomore center, who is 100% like our guy going forward over Naz Reid, at least in the starting lineup. Donovan Mitchell takes another one. He misses it. Jared Allen on the rebound, though. Damn, man. They had some close ones there with Donovan Mitchell. And that would have given them the lead. Yeah, that would have given them the lead. Wow. All right, I'll take that. So let's go up by 4 here. Actually, no. It wasn't going to give them the lead. We were up by 4. I'm dumb. All right, just no threes and we're good. Let's stay in front, and I will not choke away this. Come on. All right, Mitchell's eventually going to make one. No, he misses it. Let's go. And we are going to be advancing to the NBA Finals. We are going to upset the 1 seed in the Eastern Conference. Jalen Johnson with a double-double, as he's going to go 1 for 2 from the line, and it's over, man. We are going to the NBA Finals. Not sure who we're facing. If I had to take a random guess, it would be like the OKC Thunder. Not sure if they ended up making it, but let's go. We end up winning by 5. All right, that feels good. Hopefully we can win the big one, though. All right, so it could be Dallas, but I feel like OKC is going to come back down and advance to the finals. Nope, it is Dallas. The MVP gets a Western Conference Finals MVP in Luka Doncic. So Luka versus Trae in the NBA Finals. This is going to be fun. So they got Jaden Hardy, Kyrie, Lively, Josh Green, Diallo, OMP, Grant, and Mitch Robb. So the team has changed a little bit, but not too much. We win game 1 by 11. I'm just scared going up against Luka. We do end up losing game 2 by 2 points. All right, we're going to have a competitive series on our hands. I'm playing like Donovan Clingan a ton of minutes. Oh, but we go down 2-1. All right, well, that's not good. Just don't go down 3-1, please. Okay, we tied up 2-2. We ended up winning by 4. Jalen Johnson and Jaylen Brown, the Jalen's, combining for 61 there. Can we win game number 5? I don't want to go down 3-2, but we're going to need a second half comeback if we want to do so. Good third quarter. Good start to the fourth. We're down by 2. You're down by 6 with 95 seconds to go. Let's hop in. I'm playing a ton today. Yeah, so we're on the road. I don't know if I like this Mavericks court or not. Yeah, we get the starters in, please. All right, AJ Griffin, 3-ball incoming, please. A+3, bang! AJ Griffin off the screens hits a very clutch 3 to make it a 3-point game. But now I got to guard Luka Doncic with DeJounte Murray, which is not going to be fun. They're going to set 1 screen, and I'm basically going to panic. They're trying to get a play for Kyrie. I only have 1 timeout, though, so I don't want to use it, but I want to get my subs in. Oh, my God, they turned it over. All right, I'll take that. Kick it up to AJ Griffin. I kind of wanted to shoot that. I should have. All right, 12 seconds on the shot clock. Naz Reid, I need a screen from you. Are we going to get a mid-range jumper with DeJounte? Come on, please hit that. Please hit that. DeJounte! Damn it, I should have pulled up right away. I don't know why I waited. Oh, we get a steal, though. Let's go. Kick that up to Naz Reid. Throw that down. 1-point game. All right, we're doing this with Trae Young, Jaylen Brown, and Jalen Johnson all on the sideline there. All right, no matter what happens here, I'm going to use my last timeout. Just stay in front of him. Stay in front of him. Good defense. Oh, Donovan Clingan, you're a beast. What a block there from Clingan. That was massive, and we're going to get the subs in now without having to use a timeout. Just, oh, God, we got Trae Young guarding Luka. That's not what we want at all. This is the worst thing ever. I got to make a defensive switch. All right, Clingan, I need your help here. Derek Lively does not scare me. He does not scare me. He definitely scares me. Please. Let's go in and out. We'll take that. All right, final shot. This is going to be for the win. Kick it over to Trae. Give me a screen, Jalen. We only have 7 seconds. All right, let's do this, Trae. Let's do this. Spin move inside. Trae Young, no foul call. And he's going to miss that, and that's going to be the game. Oh, that is brutal. All right, we're down 3-2. Can we win game 6 at home, or do they have all the momentum right now? I mean, we have a good first half, being up by 11 here in the third. Yeah, I'll take this. We're up by 13. We're up by... All right, we're going to blow them out here in game number 6. Game 7 in Dallas. Shout out to Jaylen Brown. Here we go, game 7. The video right here. You got 2018 number 3 overall pick Luka Doncic. 2018 number 5 overall pick Trae Young. These two were traded for each other on draft night. Who was going to win game 7 of the 2026 finals? They're up by 6. They have a lot of momentum, but hey, we come right back. All right, we are up by 13. Don't blow this. Don't blow this. Let's go. It's not even going to be a close one. We're going to win the finals in 7 games. We beat them by 40. What a playoff run from this Hawks team, baby. What a playoff run. Boom. Trae Young, finals MVP. Coming back down 3-1 against Charlotte in round 1. Beating the Knicks in 6. Beating the 1-seeded Hawks in 6. And then beating the Mavericks in 7. That was fun. And I hope you guys did enjoy this Atlanta Hawks rebuild. Let me know if you did by dropping a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments which team we should do next, or what you guys think the Hawks will do at the trade deadline. I love you guys, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.